Mr. Trump wants to make America great again, while Mr. Trump believes that he holds the cards that are a winning hand in form of the almighty US dollar. And while Mr. Trump is holding a winning hand, which he believes so is a winning hand, BRICS just made its next move to make the dollar irrelevant again. And Mr. Trump, he can't stop it, because this time he does not hold the right cards. Life comes a full circle. Karma, isn't it? And guess who held BRICS and turned the tables onto Mr. Trump? Saudi Arabia. The same country that built the petrodollar pact with the US. That very same country just flipped the tables. This isn't just a US dollar issue. This is a system issue. This is the USA overconfident arrogance issue. And if you are being over-optimistic and still thinking that Mr. Trump's exit in the next US elections will fix everything, I'm sorry to say, but by then USA would have already lost control of the narrative. The world would have moved forward. Saudi Arabia has officially joined the BRICS digital currency palette, and this is not some crypto fantasy. This is the world's biggest oil exporter backing a currency bloc that wants to challenge the US dollar itself. This is as serious as it can ever get. This isn't a political stunt. This is a currency war unfolding, and it's happening right now. It's happening while most of the world is busy arguing over politics and personalities. To step back in time, since 1974, the US-Saudi petrodollar deal meant oil was priced only in dollars. It forced the entire planet to hold the US dollar reserves just to keep the energy flowing. In return of the deal, the US protected the interests of Saudi Arabia and also controlled the world. A control that was fueled by unmatched dollar dominance. But the same Saudi Arabia has now stepped into a BRICS currency palette, a digital currency project backed by Russia, China, India, Brazil and South Africa. This is the equivalent of your most loyal ally handing over the master keys to your biggest rivals. The rivals Mr. Trump ridiculed a few weeks back. Here's what is happening and the plan. BRICS nations are building a blockchain-based currency backed by tangible assets. Assets like gold, oil, rare earths and energy. This is not hype. This is strategy. This is strategic play at its best. China is already settling trade with Russia in yuan. India is buying Russian oil in rupees. Brazil has dumped dollar settlements with China. Now, with Saudi on board, BRICS may soon sell oil using this new digital currency. That means countries no longer need the US dollar to survive. And if they don't need the dollar, they don't need America's approval anymore. Let's be clear about how this affects you as a common man. This move isn't just about macroeconomics or global economic power play. This is about you, your savings, your investments, your job market, even the interest rates on your loans. If BRICS succeeds in reducing the dollar dominance, the US loses its financial leverage. The global inflation patterns change. Oil prices could swing based on new alliances and not just Wall Street and White House whims and fancies. And here's a relevant real-life example you might have probably heard of. India had been buying the Russian crude oil at discounted rates, paying in rupees, not dollars. Then, India refines that oil in Gujarat and its other refineries and sells the finished diesel and petrol to Europe, the very continent that sanctioned Russian energy. Europe gets its fuel, India gets a profit, Russia keeps selling, and the dollar never enters the room. That's not just a financial workaround. That's a new financial architecture. This incident isn't just isolated. In 2022, Russia was cut off from SWIFT. It shifted to China's CIPS system and never looked back. China-Russia trade hit over 240 billion in 2023 and largely settled in Chinese yuan. Even Brazil now settles trade with China in yuan. And these are not rebels. These are some of the largest producing and consuming economies in the world. Economies working around the dollar with intent and precision. And now, Saudi Arabia, the core of the petrodollar, has joined the team that is going to replace the US dollar. Let's stop pretending elections will fix a system that's already outgrown borders and beyond Mr. Trump's control. The move was on steadily. However, Mr. Trump accelerated it by his actions and shoot from the hip attitude. The US dollar was once the king because it had oil, trust and control. And there was no Mr. Trump. BRICS is now building its own empire, an empire backed by real resources, not just military budgets and media narratives. And guess what? It's being done quietly, strategically, and without the Western permissions. Here's your claim your mind moment and a food for thought. Whoever controls trade controls money. Whoever controls money controls behavior. And whoever controls behavior controls minds. The game isn't just changing. The board is being replaced. The cards that US holds and believes were a winning hand, these cards are fast becoming irrelevant because the tables have been turned. Rules of the game have changed 180 degrees. Are you still arguing about leaders and personalities, or are you preparing for the new order that's already here? Knock knock, knocking on Mr. Trump's door. It's a new order knocking. If you like this episode, please don't just consume, question, participate, comment, and yes, like, share and subscribe to claim your mind. Because the world may control the headlines, but only you can control how they shape your mind. Bye-bye.